Hello everyone. We are at a little urban creek in the middle of the neighborhood. I've been here quite a few times and we're gonna just see what we can catch and show it to y'all. We're going to be doing some dip netting and some microfishing. So let's see what we catch. Okay, we caught something. It looks to be a little western mosquito fish. I actually surprisingly don't see many of these guys here. So that's pretty neat. I'm gonna put it in the photo tank to take pictures of it later. But yeah, we also have two little mottled sculpin in there so far. Hey, here we have a little orange throat darter. There's actually, the most recent time I was here, I caught a lot of colorful ones. This one has some color, but yeah, put it in the photo tank. Take pictures of it later. Okay, it appears that I have caught another little western mosquito fish. Now, typically these guys, to many, are not exciting, and depending on where I'm at, it varies. But here, it's pretty exciting because I don't really catch these often anywhere in my area, like neighborhood area, except this little creek / stream and another part along it. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll put in the photo tank and get pictures of it later. Got ourselves a pretty nice orange throat darter. Definitely not peak colors, but still very, very beautiful specimen. Put in the photo tank. Okay, caught another little mottled sculpin. By the looks of it. Oh, there actually is some little ones and pretty decent sized ones in here. This is just like a little medium sized one. I'm gonna take photos of it later. And what's cool is that there is a lot of mottled sculpin in this little creek / stream, and typically mottled sculpin and a lot of sculpin, at least on the East Coast, require really cool, fast flowing, high oxygenated bodies of water. But as you can see, this has, very little movement. Most of these areas are just very, most of these are just little pockets or puddles. And there's some spots further down, especially that have flow, but there's still a lot of sculpin. And the water is typically pretty cold year round from what I've experienced so far. So maybe this is somehow like spring fed or something, but I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I just caught a really nice orange throat darter by the looks of it. They still can get more colorful than this from my understanding, but this is still a really gorgeous one. Probably going to take a picture of it now, just before its colors possibly fade. But yeah, here's just a little video of it. Really gorgeous one. I did take a picture but it had my glove on, so I'm probably going to take one with my glove off so it won't like saturate it or whatever, or something like that. So I just caught a little bluegill sunfish by the looks of it, and what's interesting about this little creek / stream is that there's a ton of centrichids or centrarids, however you say it, the like sunfish and bass in here, which I don't know if they just somehow naturally occur in here, or people stock them, or if it connects to a pond or what, but there's a ton. But yeah. Okay, so now we're going to switch to a little bit of microfishing. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a ton of little minnows of some sort by the looks of it in there. And they're mainly creek chub and stone rollers. There's also some sunfish and a couple bass. Like those are the primary stuff. There's a couple other stuff mixed in. But yeah, But a lot of people, when they microfish, they use stuff called Tanago hooks, which I'm too broke to afford right now. So I just use this little fly, has a really tiny hook on just this, and I just kind of, I'm gonna unhook it. I let some line out. Okay, now with the fly out, I'm gonna reel it in really quick. And what I do is I just kind of swing it out and just wait, see if anything bites. Kind of jig it a little bit too. Probably scared them for a second getting things situated, but let's see if any are interested. I have caught a couple Western Blacknose days here so far, so there's a chance there's some in this pocket. In fact, I think I might see some, but they could also just be stone rollers, central stone rollers. So yeah, you have to be very patient with this too. Oh, there's a little creek chub by the looks of it. That was on, but popped off. They're definitely interested. But yeah, I'm no expert at microfishing. I just use little flies for fly fishing for these guys. Someday oh, there's a little bass there. But anyway, someday I'd like to get like the Tanago hooks and stuff and try for a lot more smaller things too. But yeah, right now I'm just working with what I got, and I have, most of the time I have some decent success, and it's pretty fun. You can catch a lot of stuff microfishing, and depending on the fish too and species, you can catch varying sizes too. Just on this little fly, I think the smallest fish I've caught it so far is really tiny creek chub. I don't even know how I hooked it, and then the biggest would probably be like some bluegill and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the camera and then I'll get back to you guys when I hopefully catch something. First fish while microfishing so far today, it's a little creek chub. Oh, very nice. As you can see, hooked it right on in the mouth. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get footage of me catching one. Now, after I toss the fly out there, I let it sink for a bit. Sometimes I jig it some or twitch it, and then, but I usually don't have it out there for extended periods of time, because if nothing's showing interest while it's sinking, or if I'm twitching it a little, then I just throw it back out there and then repeat the process until hopefully catch something. Oh, there's a couple interested. Oh, one swam right up to, it had it in its mouth. Oh, did I get it? Oh, almost. It's a couple of creek chubs, something like that by the looks of it, that were, oh, we almost had a few of them, but maybe they just didn't get it in their mouths well enough or something like that. So yeah. Oh, almost had one. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Little creek chub by the looks of it. Sometimes if you're lucky, you can get the hook out, like the hook will come out on its own once you get it in the photo tank or net or whatever you're using. looks like this one I have to unhook. And that's the thing about microfishing too, is that oftentimes the hook can pop off pretty easily. So yeah, but I'll show it to y'all. Very nice. So I just caught this sort of behemoth of a creek chub. I'm pretty sure it's one of, if not the biggest in this little pocket here. But yeah, really nice one. Oh, splash water. Ooh. Got a decent sized mottled sculpin by the looks of it. And that's probably gonna wrap up the video. I'm gonna take some pictures, but it's probably gonna wrap it up. So if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe, and see y'all next time. Peace.